Well, anyway, I started doing magic, I guess, in 1957, 1958. My mother used to shop at a Route 1 flea market in New Brunswick, New Jersey. And it was kind of like a lot like Columbus Mart. And in the middle of this flea market was a magic kiosk. And this guy would sell all these contraptions, you know, paraphernalia, and he would demonstrate to people trying to get them to buy these magic contraptions. I called them gizmos. And he wouldn't show you how to do it unless you bought it. But I wasn't too interested in that. I didn't like a lot of gizmos. He also taught sleight of hand, where he would make a coin disappear and you wouldn't know where it went, and he'd make it change into something else, and that I was interested in. So I used to stand there where my mother was shopping and kind of observe him, all his manipulations. So that's how I really got interested in magic. Now, that was in 1957, 1958, so now it's what, 2010, it's October, we're a couple of weeks from Halloween, and here I am. Well, we've been doing, in Leisure Town, we've done Deborah Foundation a couple of times, the Breakfast Club a couple of times, the Literary Society, I think once, and Talent Night at Curtain Callers, I don't know, 8, 10 times, I guess. It was a number of times. But we also did the Delran Medical Daycare Center about 10 or 12 times. They have an Alzheimer's group there. They asked, do we mind doing Alzheimer's groups? And certainly we don't. We performed in front of them. Then we did senior care in Malton. I did the Virtua Rehab Center. I did Care One in Medford, and on and on and on. So that's what we've been doing. And most of my stuff is really sleight of hand. Making coins and regular things do things that they're not supposed to. So I'll start doing a few things and then I'll explain as I go along. Oh, that's okay.
Alan, we didn't shoot you.
No, that was, well, this is what they call sleight of hand magic. And basically, this is how I begin what they call, see, the idea is that you get money from nowhere, untold unlimited wealth, and riches from wherever it is, and that would be a miser's dream. And magicians have been doing the miser's dream for years. Houdini, Nelson Downs, Blackstone, Keller, Heller, Carter, all the famous magicians. So I always begin my miser's dream by producing a few coins.
Well, let's get it on there.
Now, if I take a coin, and a large coin, and put it in my hand, I take the magic wand, and I go like this, I follow it. Did you follow this?
Yeah.
And it's gone.
And he doesn't have more stage on.
Okay, very much. Now, you got to make it real tight in your hand in order to vanish it, right? Well, I don't know if it's gonna appear or disappear, we'll see. It has a mind of its own sometimes. That's wiffle dust. And somebody said, where does it come from? It comes from a full-grown wiffle. So if you want to know, that's actually where it comes from. Now this is a Las Vegas change purse. You see that? It's a Las Vegas bagless purse. See, there's actually nothing in it except that one ball. So we take the ball, we put it here, we vanish it, and then, oops, I don't know how this is. This is getting ridiculous.
Can't get rid of it.
And here's a deck of cards that I should have got out of the box anyway. This, of course, is a deck of cards. And you split the deck a little bit. And this is called an S-fan. And manipulation is a funny thing. You see, you get a deck of some cards from there, and some cards from there. Little manipulation anyway.
Very good.
This is something I think I've done here once or twice, so, but I'll still do it. A little wiffle dust. Well, anyway. Well, you know what this is based on? Kind of like, oh, where is it? The old Mid-East, East Indian, Pakistan rope situations. They always did a lot of rope magic, you know. And what you'd have to do is, you think this is easy? There we go. Well, this thing will turn on you. I didn't give it enough wiffle dust, but anyway. Okay. Now, this one is a very interesting one. It's probably the, well, let me see where I stand. Okay. Probably the hardest one. And basically, see, there was a magician called Hang Ping Chen. He was in the Orient. And I remember I was a teenager, and they had a news thing. And all these magicians from all over the world were going to see Hang Ping Chen. And he was an old Chinese guy, and he sat at a wood table. And he would slam these coins on the table in front of an experienced magician. All of a sudden, he put his other hand on the table, and the coins were in the other hand. And nobody could understand it. And finally got out how to do it. And they actually named the maneuver the Hang Ping Chen. But he also did a ball routine, and a guy called Benson introduced in the United States in the 1940s or 50s. And it's a completely sleight of hand routine. And it's probably one of the toughest to perform. It's done with like 3 balls. And you take the bowl, you take a yellow ball, put it in your hand, tap, tap. Where is it? Under there. Okay, so now you take one ball only, tap, tap. Where is it? You have 2 balls. So now I'm gonna pour these out. Okay, I'm just gonna put it in my pocket. Okay? You take this, tap, tap. Go on. I don't know how this happens. This is a very unusual thing, see?
Trying to figure it out.
But what happens is, you have one ball there. Okay? Now, how many balls do you think are there?
4.
4? Wrong. This is for Halloween. You thought they were 4. I couldn't put 4 in it. This was not enough.